This bond inclusion in the Russell index, Goldman Sachs is estimating that could pave the way for an inflow of $140 billion. Do you think that could just be the start of things as China does benefit from the rate differential story?
Yeah, well, I think, eventually the Chinese bond market would be, accounting for 6% of the entire index universe. So I would say that 120 billion to 140 billion inflow should be expected. I think going forward, because after the virus outbreak, you've seen the bond yield spread between China and the US, has been quite large, and the yield curve in China is actually very steep. So it's signaling that the economy is recovering well, and also there is yield opportunity in a very low yield world. So I wouldn't be surprised to see huge fund flow going into the Chinese bond market next year.
Right. So we're seeing pockets of opportunities in China, but on the other hand, there are also red flags coming in terms of how speculative activity is brewing within markets. And you were talking about one of the risk factors that you're watching out for is a futures trading firm that raked up 250 million trading losses, and you believe that could be a can of worms snowballing into something bigger in terms of a systemic risk for the financial institutions there. Tell us more.
Yeah, well, I think for now it's mark-to-market loss. It's not entirely clear, how the regulator will require the trading firm to top up the margin. But as you can see, before August, the industrial commodities, especially rebars and iron ore prices has been going up quite dramatically in China. I think in part because of the leverage that these traders are playing, and also in part because of the expectation that the Chinese economy is recovering well. But now, with the US dollar strengthening, and also with the potential relapse of the virus outbreak in foreign countries, metal prices are under some pressure recently. And I think because of the substantial leverage that some of the traders incurred, I think that is giving them, some very significant losses. So it remains to be seen, how this hole is, will be filled up by the traders. But for now, I think the market is sort of a little bit tense because the loss is very large.